Hey guys, it's Damien David O. This video is going to be, why do I say so damn much? It's only when I put this video on too. Recording on the GoPro session only because I'm getting out of here real quick. I'm jumping on my bike, which has an issue. The ignition for some reason doesn't turn off, so I have to disconnect the cable to the actual switch system to be able to turn the bike off, which is a real pain because the bike's fairly new. I only have 6,000 miles on it. But whatever, BMW, of course, has its own issues. Luckily, it's on the warranty, so I'll deal with that on Tuesday. Crappy part is they don't have a loaner, so I'll have to Uber everywhere after that. That's 2 cars out of commission and 1 bike. The Volkswagen Vanagon's been at a shop for a year for the automatic transmission. The Volkswagen R hit a curb. Not gonna say how, but I hit a curb bad enough where I destroyed the control arm, the axle, and the power steering rack's actual arm itself. I'm not too sure what the name of that specific part is, but yeah, I destroyed that and the rim. Rim's under warranty. That's getting replaced, and the tire, which apparently my tread's gone, and that car also has 6,000 miles. I don't drive my cars very often, so it's kind of surprising that the tread on the front's gone, just about gone. So I'll probably get just new tires altogether. But today we're going to be flying the butter quad, or the alien frame from Rotor Riot, with a run cam. It's one of these, the split, with the mount that I put on. I'm going to Homestead, so I have more space. I did a recording in my backyard. Just it looks like crap, but it was just good enough to show you that there's no obstruction with the mount I designed. So that helps. This is the setup that I'm using right now. See, it's on the backpack itself, the Lowepro, which I liked only because, man, there's a compartment for everything. So it makes life a lot easier. Don't look at the props. I don't have a spare set of props, and these aren't even the props I want to run with. But Rotor Riot sent me all counterclockwise, and it was kind of a mess. I had to go back and forth with the guy. I believe his name was Mitchell, Mitchell Gray, if I'm not mistaken. In reference to the props that they sent me. So like I said, it was all counterclockwise. None of them were clockwise in the packaging, and I had to send a picture for them to believe me. So that was kind of a headache. So that's coming in the mail. I'll be swapping those out to the 6-inch props instead of these 5-inch that are destroyed, but it works for now. Who knows how long it'll work for? But great props. You could kind of bend them back into place for now if you're cheap like me for now. But see this mount, and the cool part about this is if you don't like it this far out because you want it to be safe and you're not too worried about like the obstruction that'll be in your video, you could actually just pop the top plate off and slide this back here. And when you do that, obviously now you have all this guard. This may end up touching one of these. You could actually grab a file, not a file, but like a blade, cut off whatever section that you don't want on here, and then be able to bring it back. And if you don't like to do that, message me if you like this mount but you want it to be in here. I'll put a picture up after this video of this mounted in here to see if it clears it. If it doesn't clear it, I'll just redesign this. All I have to do is bring this further out so that it will clear right here instead of having to cut this. Alright, so off to the Homestead. I think it's Air Park or something like that. That place is nice and wide open. Last time I went, I had just got in the other frame and it was extremely windy, and I thought it was a little sketchy to start flying, but now that I'm a lot more comfortable, I'm not too worried about how windy it is over there because, like I said, it's open space. So let's shut my mouth, get on my bike, ride over there, and see what it's like. Okay, so here's the issue. First off, it's already off. It doesn't have to be on or off. It just stays in this position. When I pull the key out, it stays on. I gotta manually turn off with the red button, but it stays on the entire time. Without the key, I can turn it on. So that's the issue I'm having with this bike, that you can leave the key off, you can take the key out, you do all that. So unfortunately, I gotta slide my fingers back here and pull the sensor right out, or the connection right out, for it to turn off. For a new bike, well, fairly new bike, that's pretty sorry. So BMW, you're slacking, but it is what it is. One thing I noticed that a lot of people don't suggest or recommend is keeping the same battery pack. Like when you have it on, even if you crash, to not disconnect it and connect it again to fly it. what I like to do is I keep the same battery connected the entire time until the battery drains. Because when I go to check my milliamps, when I flip the switch, it'll tell me how many. But I've noticed that when I disconnect the battery and I go to do that, it starts off with like a brand new number, and that doesn't help any because you really don't know what your battery charge is at. I don't know if that's because of the setting or someone knows something better, but that's been my experience, that it'll just reset. So instead of it being like 400 milliamps is where it's really at, it'll start off at like 5 milliamps. And you're like, no way. I've been flying this battery for a while. So just something I suggest. Keep flying this battery because it's still pretty good.
You can't wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just got to run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run, but I can't stop running because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your dream just because somebody in your life is
a good investment too is definitely putting a buzzer on your thing, on your ECS KISS board or whatever board that you're using, the controller, flight controller. It just helps looking for it, because you may think, oh, I don't need that because I'll land, you know, I'll always land it. No, you'll have a crash landing and you'll end up in a field like I am in right now. I'll show you real quick. And you're gonna look around and you're gonna notice you can't find a damn thing because the grass is too high. So just a quick switch gives you a determination of where you're landing. And if you use your video feed to see everything, no. What you're gonna look at is grass, and all the grass is the same. But hey, look, weeds around here, similar to the color of the screws on it. Yeah, these props are dying. Like I said, I normally wouldn't fly on with a set of props this bad if I had them, but I don't right now. I'm just waiting for them to arrive at the house. Right behind me because there's so much open space between the video.